Hello everybody, and here I just want to show you how you can actually build a simple package for PHP that will give you a pretty name from a link. So let's say pretty, or maybe cute, I don't know, cute, cute names, pretty, because pretty name, pretty link already exists. So maybe it's not a good idea to use pretty name because pretty link is really close to pretty name. So cute link name. Yeah, that sounds nice. And at least the name of our package is a bit clickbait, I would say. So it's quite good. So let's create that one. It's a PHP empty project. We could have done a composer package project, but that's okay. We will, oh, actually, yeah, why not? Let's just try it. So just for fun, let's create, a new project again. But this time, you see, you can have composer, project, and here we do the same cute, link names. However, composer execute, composer package. I never used that one actually. So let's see version to install. Interesting. Not too sure. Package available. Oh, it's the name of the package, I believe. What does it say? Okay, I don't see it anymore. Maybe they should package on packages. Oh, it's a package that exists, but it's a new project. I'm not too sure to understand that one. It's nice to try sometimes because that's my package name. Okay, so the package has to exist. Interesting. I think the best is just to keep our what we did before. So just oops, yeah. Let's reopen PHPStorm. We will actually just create a normal empty package. If you know how you can do it quicker, just let me know. In my case, usually I use a kind of a shelf. So let's open PHPStorm again. I think it crashes. Sometimes it does. Let's create that one, and you will see it will be really simple. Just what we need. So it will actually be a function that will, from a link, you will have a really nice name. And it's nice because at least you can give, when you have the attribute from a link, from a tag, the attribute title, you can use this function we will create. And that way, it will be just a clear name and it will be good for SEO. You can also use that one for the ALT, for the alt attribute. So here it's basic. So let's just create I think my computer is a bit slow. Let's create a SRC folder and let's also create a test folder, of course, which is also important. Inside of the source folder, SRC folder, we are creating a, what will be the name? URL, probably class. Actually, I have this inspiration. I will show you from where. URL.php. But let's just remove it and let's create a class. With PHPStorm, it's just much easier to do this one. Otherwise, you can do it manually. The namespace will be ph7 underscore. Oh, it will be URL, which would have an ID, and then we have path name. URL. Maybe it will be link actually, and the name will be link. link. The name will be your name. Yes, maybe it will be name, and then inside we'll have pass method, and the namespace will be, yeah, let's do that for now. We'll see after, we can still change it. So that's our that's our class, and we do exactly the same for the test folder. So the test folder is all nearly the same. So again, we'll have the name will be name test, and the namespace will be the same. So PH7, and then here it will be a link. So it will be, as you can see, nearly the same. Now here we can manually initiate composer. So composer init, and there we just do ph from ph7 slash, and then it will be cute link names. Description is simple class that convert your URLs to link names. Perfect. Author, that's me. Stable, here it will be a library, and license MIT. Yes. No, actually we don't. So let's put link name. Actually, it will be a bit different, because for us we decided to have link, so it will be exactly like that. Beautiful. And it will be, oh, it will be actually ph7 like this, and then it will be link. Perfect. And here, oh, this is actually I think I know it's because we need double slash probably. Oh, let's see. Otherwise, let's just skip what's by default. Yes, that will also pass probably. So let's edit composer first. So you see now we have composer here, amazing. And actually here it has to be link. Instead, beautiful, we'll also create a git ignore file. Beautiful. And here we just ignore vendor. We can also ignore, it's up to you. You can actually commit the log file for composer, but for this kind of library, maybe not. You know, it's up to you. .idea, that's the, this is actually the config file of PHPStorm, and then you will have git attributes we'll create later on, and what else, php unit.xml.dist that will also create after, but we don't want them to be committed. And we'll create a .github folder for the GitHub workflow action later on to CI test, to actually run our unit test each time we push a commit to GitHub, but that will be in another tutorial probably. And PHP unit, yeah, let's do that for now. Like I said, we can also create a git attributes, and this is actually just to mention some files such as GitHub, and here to be export ignore, I believe. Let's have a look. Let's create a new window, and let's have a look. Oops, I believe, obviously, if Safari doesn't answer, I will just go here. So the name git export. Now Safari it's answering. Okay, why not? Git export. Actually, I'm exporting some videos I have done before, so that's why actually it's quite, my computer is quite slow. git export folders. And ScreenFlow, it's okay. It's an okay software, but it crashes a lot and it consumes a lot of resources. So it is not the best. So here, export ignore. Yeah, that's it. Just to make sure export, and you just sanity check to make sure that I don't do a typo. No, I haven't. So we don't want that folder. Test, we don't want the test folder because this one, git attributes, is nice because in there you can mention the files you don't want to have when someone install your library with Composer. They don't need actually your test files. They don't need .github, GitHub Action YAML files. They don't need, I don't know, your like PHP unit.xml, .dist. They don't need those files because it's just unnecessary. Actually here it has to be XML because we will commit to the XML.dist. But if someone creates its own PHP unit XML configuration, we don't want them to commit that one. The distribution file is like the default PHP unit dist file. However, the XML file is normally the one that is picked up by default with PHP unit first, and then to be the dist file. So PHP unit dist vs PHP unit.xml. Let's have a look. It's 9 o'clock actually AM, so we'll have to go now. But I will continue this course with you later. So if PHP unit or PHP unit exists, so the idea is a fallback indeed. And he's actually the founder of PHP unit. So yes, this is why actually we don't want to commit PHP unit.xml, but we want to commit the xml.dist. And if someone wants just to have its own rule while running PHP unit, it will be that file. So let's go back on PHPStorm. Okay, so here we are back, and now we are in name.php, the class. As you can see, I already paste actually a regex. That one is actually from my other project where I had something really similar. It's actually ph7cms. It's from here. URL. It's from here, and I already did that. And this regex or regex works well actually. So I will reuse the same. Here, and it will be a private constant. And actually, what the regex, sorry about that. So what the well, so what the regex will do here is to remove the www https or not s http on or https, because we have the question mark. So that means that letter, the last one, is optional. If it's there, it will also be cleared, otherwise it won't. And then everything about number, .com, .fr, .uk, this is just 2 characters, otherwise it would be 4, but nowadays it's even more. So we can just do maybe .com, .org, but we have different extensions like .paris and so on. So could be 5, could be 6, but maybe let's be safe and let's do only 4. And then the slash, at the end of the slash, because sometimes the URL is like, I will show it to you, http mysite.com/abc/. ABC will keep it, but it will just remove everything like this. So we will just have ABC, and that will be the name of the URL, because the slash at the end will just be removed. So let's continue actually, and you will see what I mean by that. So what I will do, I will probably create a static constant. So that's why in my class I set it as final. because it's actually, it might be a static class. For now, I will keep it as final, but maybe we'll change our mind, who knows. And the function will be public static function. It will be name, and here we have the name of the URL, so let's call it link, could be URL as well, and it will return actually a string. So that's actually, since PHP 7, you can actually use the return types, actually type declarations. And since PHP 7.1, you can also use the void return type. But for us, it's a string that we will return. And here it will be, well, link name, and it will be preg replace because we use a regex. So that's why we use preg replace. And then regex, so that's the name of our regex. And here it will be, we replace by nothing, and actually we want to set the link as lowercase. So first I will already do here str to lower, and it will be the name of the link. That's the first step. We lowercase everything. The second step, we just we place this in the link. That will be the link name. And then we want to, I will show it to you, use C first. So this one, it will uppercase every first word of the link. So if you see in the doc, make a string first character uppercase. So if we go here, let's go, maybe, can I open in browser? Well, Firefox. Let's see if it works. But yeah, basically, I will show it to you when we do the unit test. It will be more fun that way, because apparently, otherwise I would just copy paste the link. That might even be easier. So here, almost there, make a string first character uppercase. So it will be hello world, it becomes hello world. Oh, sorry, actually, yes, I think what we want is just the first character. I got confused with the one for every word, this one. But you can actually use UC words as well. It's actually we'll use that one instead for now. And actually here it will be link name. Beautiful. So basically this is our function. Let's do the unit test now. And we actually test. We will import PHP. I'm not sure PHP unit. I think I will have to install PHP unit first because I don't have it. So let's do composer install composer require, sorry. I'm getting confused sometimes with npm, which is install, and it's php unit / php unit, and it will be dev only. So with composer dev only package. Is it the flag? I think it's not only dev. Let's have a look here. So do they mention the flag? Oh yeah, dev. Apparently it's only double dash dev. Let's have a look here. Yes, amazing. So dev. Let's install that one. Nearly there. Beautiful. So now if I look here, you see I have my PHP unit. So now I can do PHP unit, and it will be actually Sometimes I'm getting confused with the namespace. Let's just have a look. PHP unit. Let's have a look to the doc. Test case actually. That's a class we need, and most of the time we need test case class. So yeah, PHP unit and then framework. So that was fine, and actually is unit. Perfect. And then test case. As simple as that. Beautiful. And here we have to import as well our name class. So PH7 slash URL slash name and beautiful link. Link, and here to be extends test case. Beautiful. And here actually the namespace, because we are in test, it will be like this. And our testing class can be final actually, because especially that one we don't need any other classes to extend from our class. So by making it final, we don't allow other class to inherit it, so to extend our class. So here it will also will use the string type when we use the decoration types with PHP 7 plus. And then let's create our first function, our function to test. So it will be test, link name. Yeah, link name. And let's do, so void here. So that one, like what we said, it requires at least PHP 7.1, but actually PHP unit requires 7.4, 7.5, the version at least. No, sorry, PHP unit 9.5. I think it's 7.4. Requirements. It's 8 already, but normally not. Let's do, let's have a look in packages. So we'll know the version. Oops, that's not the right one because it's PHP stand. For us, it's PHP unit. Sometimes Google is not really, I mean, here it's .go. It's not really accurate. And yes, 7.3. So composer, it will be, let's add here, requires, it's actually required, I think. Let's have a look actually in the repo. So it will be normally, and here to be PHP, and then to be 7.3. Perfect. Have a look at the version here. Here's PHP 8, but normally it's not so required without the S. Perfect. Yeah, it's 7.3 for the version we use. I think here it's because it's on master. But if we go to 9.5, the branch, and if we look to composer, normally it will be 7.3, yes. So for us, it's exactly the same. So let's have a look. Yes, nice. So that's done. Here it will be, we'll do this assert same because we don't want to do assert equal, because we want to strictly check the type. So we want to check the type as well. So assert same does actually this, and assert equal does this. So that's why for us it's safer, it's better to use assert same. And first we'll do actual, and here to be name. Oh, actually, maybe the name of my method is on code. So it will be parse, maybe. Yeah, let's do parse. You see, when we create tests, that's why it's nice to do TDD to create our test before, because when we do TDD, and when we do TDD, actually, we create better code by testing before, because when you use the test-driven development, you tend to think in a better way. So here, imagine I first create my test. Obviously, it makes sense for to do parse, because you are actually like thinking more, I would say, my URL.com, and then to be parse. So that will be actual, and here the is expected first. So this, and let's just run our test. It doesn't work because I probably have an issue somewhere. I think it's the past. So I will do vendor bin. Oh no, sorry, vendor/bin. I want my local PHP unit and not the global one. I will probably need to add my PHP unit config file. So it will be php unit.xml.dist. Perfect. So we are going to paste this. So that's just the minimum. And as you can see, vendor autoload. We want to have it verbose and then color tree, and pretty much that's it. We don't need anything else. It's quite straightforward. However, here we won't have a unit folder. So in my case, sometimes I create a unit folder inside of test, but in our case, it's directly test. It's a small library, so we won't have like integration test or maybe functional test. It will be just unit test. So let's keep it as test for the folder. And yeah, the suffix of the file is .php for the src folder. So that's it. So now let's run it again. And you see now our unit test is passing. I mean, not passing, but running. And the problem is because it doesn't find the name. So the problem is because we didn't set the autoload. We have it actually here, but we have to tell that to composer. So to do so, you have to do composer is composer dump autoload. It's something like that. Oh yes, it was, wow, perfect. Sometimes I don't remember how to write the command, because actually you can also, I think, have a dash here. It's an alias. Yeah, that's the same. So now let's run our test again. Oh, we still have that issue. Let's see why. Source ph7 link. Interesting. I will just move this one to the right. Oh, here, you see, it's actually not uppercase. So probably that was the issue. Link to source. Actually, we don't even need the slash here. And in our case, it's in the namespace is fine. And here, we just call that one. Yeah, that's okay. So let's try again, and let's try again to run our test. Now it works. By the way, I don't save my files because with PHPStorm, I have a setting to save the files automatically for me. So the error, actually, I wanted to know the output, what the function here would return, and actually what does it do? It returns this. So that's good for me. I like it. So I will paste it here. However, I'm not really satisfied with the function because slash, I want also the slash to have space instead. So what I will do here, yes, I will add it here, link name again, and here we'll have a str replace. And what I will replace, I will replace slash, yes, or the slash to a space in link name. Easy peasy. And now what it will return, it will be like this. However, it will be like that normally. We have .com and we keep it. Let's see how it goes. Yes, the test passes, so that's already much better. So yeah, this works as you can as you can see. I'm sorry, I have something actually in my throat, so that's why because I just ate some cereals, but there was no milk, and I was a bit hungry. I didn't have dinner. Usually, sometimes I eat just one meal a day because I like to fast. And today I had a really healthy meal in the morning, but now I just had some cereals for the snack actually, afternoon snack. So here, let's go back to our topic. We'll do actually data provider, and we'll do link, probably links provider. And here we will create a private, oh no, it has to be public, I reckon. I think it has to be public. And for PHP, so let's do data provider PHP unit, and let's have a look. Public. Let's search for public, but normally I'm pretty sure it has to be public. Provider. Anyway, here the example is public, and I'm sure we can actually do the test, so we know. But yeah, normally otherwise PHP unit cannot have access to it. So let's do that. And now link provider, here we'll just return, and here it will be the name, well, different names. So it will be like this, and here actually we'll have it will be a string, and it will be link, and here it will be the link, and well, link and link plus link name. So it's like here we'll just do maybe I will do like URL, otherwise it might be a bit confusing, and then link name. It's up to you actually. Link name, beautiful. And so here that will be the first parameter, and then the second, what we want is this one. That will be the second one. So if you look on the doc, here, you know, that's provider 1, provider 2. Oh yeah, that's 2 different provider. But do they mention? Oh, here, for instance, so test consumer. And where did they mention the test consumer? Test. Oh, probably it's not that one. Data provider. Oh, here you see you have different parameters, and you see it's exactly the same: -1, -1, -2, and that will be the different arguments we receive from the data provider. So we can actually have a better idea actual URL and then here to be the expected name can be even. That's even better, I would say. And so expected actually here it will be link. Beautiful. So that's the one we'll use, and here to be the expected one, and actual will be here. Actually here we just leave as link, and here the second parameter is also a string. Beautiful, and here to be link. Awesome, and expected. No, we just have one actually. For pass, we pass the link, and here we have the actual one and expected name. And that's it actually. So we can try to run, or it has to return an array, of course. So we have strict because we don't want the types here, the type declarations to be casted, but we want them to be strict so that the compiler will tell us right away and will exit the script if the type is not correct. So we have a small error. So actually there was a few errors. First, I need a second array as well here like this, and I need a semicolon. Let's try again now. I believe now I should be fine. Yes, amazing. So that's the first one we did, and we can create actually here different data sets. So we'll have like HTTPS for instance, and then my other like for instance I will do ph7.me/about. That's just an example, and it should be about.me and then about. Sorry, it should be ph7. Yeah, it should be exactly like this. Amazing. So now let's try it. As you can see, yeah, about. It's about because we used, finally we decided to use UC words to uppercase each word and not UC first, which just does the first word. So now all our tests will fail because it will just uppercase the first word of the whole paragraph, of the whole sentence. So if we go back, you see words, and this will pass. Yes, amazing. So that's it so far. That's our class. We have the name.php. We have the beautiful unit test. And what else did we do? We have a git attribute. We have a git ignore. And now, if you remember, so we have test. We can actually start it with a slash. So at least people know those are our folder. The two first ones are folders, but it's not, you don't have to do this because usually with Unix system, Linux system, a file and a folder is the same, and this is how it works with Git. So you can just do this or this, it will be exactly the same. And it's the same for git ignore. You can just do like vendor, you can do this, but you don't have to mention the slash. It's exactly the same. Now we can just do git init. We have the git. It's actually master, and actually I want to have it as main. The branch, I want to have the branch as main because now it's nice to not have master as the default branch, but just main, main. So I wonder how I can do this. I was looking actually just before, because here on my git config, I have already default branch to main, but apparently it doesn't work. So let's see why. So let's go here, git init create main branch. I have no idea actually. I never did it, so I think it will be fun to do it together. How can I create Github? Yeah, let's see if maybe the comment is not right. Yeah, let's try this one actually. Initiate branch, and so we'll do master. So this one, and here to be main. Oops. Apparently git init initiate branch. Okay. Maybe it's not right because git config. Yeah, that's the one I had. Normally my version should be fine too. The version of my git. Git v. Oops, it's probably v like this, or maybe it's v like version. Yeah, 2.2. So that should be fine. 2.20 or 21, or maybe that's right, 2.21. And here they speak about 2.20, which does not support. So I will just do, yes, I will do the traditional way, the checkout, and then I will do main. And now I can just do git branch d master. So we remove master, so we just have main. Beautiful. So now I can commit this, and we can do like first commit, and I can do rocket. I like it. And then I can do git push. Again, oh no, because I need a remote, so I will actually create a new repository for our new amazing project. So on GitHub, well, you can see here, we will just do a new repository. And here the name will be, well, I think we can reuse the same name, so just cute link names. That will be fine. And here, like we can reuse the description we did for our composer.json file. Oh, here it is. So we can just move it back here, and the description will be this one. So let's do that. Beautiful. Public, yes, we don't want to initiate anything, otherwise GitHub will already create a branch for us. In our case, we already have a branch. So we can just do like an emoji. If you're on Mac, you just have to press Command, Control, and Space. And so Command, Control, Space, and to have the emojis. And what I will do, I will just use like a simple one. Or actually, oops, I like the target one, the Dart. So we use that one, and then we can do create repository. And here I have a remote. So what I will do, I will just add a remote, and then we just initiate and upstream origin main. So git, it will be exactly the same actually. Git push u origin main, and we just push it to our repository. Amazing. And now it's my first repo with a main branch instead of master. It's amazing. It's like a new practices. I love that. So here it will be just URL name, yes, and parser, URL parser. And what we can do, we can add those keywords for our composer.json file. So what we will do, it's nice when someone search for a package. So here it will be keywords, and no, it's actually an array, and actually it will be like, oops, like this. I think it can be yeah. Let's do double quote. Perfecto. URL. Beautiful. Nice. Amazing. So this is done, library 7.3. That looks really good for me. Like I told you that actually we will create a GitHub CI to run our test. So what we'll do, we'll create a folder here, GitHub, and then it will be workflows, beautiful. And here we are going to create a file named test.yaml. Perfect. And in my case, I will actually, I believe, I will have a look to my previous repo I did because it's exactly what I want, but I want a cache. I want to cache Composer. I created a course about just about GitHub workflows and how you can create a GitHub action easily. You have a tutorial of me on dev.to, so dev.to, or you have the same on YouTube, a video tutorial. So for us, it will be here, and we want, you see here, I cache actually Composer. So I will actually I will use everything here, and I will paste it here, and I will just modify. I just want to test on Ubuntu, on Linux, 7.3, 7.4, those PHP versions are fine. And here it has to be a plural actually. And then that's a name. So the name, when we will run the action, you will actually, so let's go back to here. When you will run the action, you will see this, the name. And if you are running on different operating systems, you will see also the different OS. So it's nice to have a dynamic name here for our job, for the GitHub action. So that's the version of actually of the checkout. So checkout is actually a GitHub action. So if you do like, or maybe it's here actually, if I click here, if I search for action, oh no, checkout, sorry, checkout, I should see it. Checkout, oh, I wonder why, GitHub, and normally action, normally I should see, oh yeah, that's the one, beautiful. And so you can see here, that's the action we want, and they are on the version 2. So that's why we want the version 2. We don't want to mention master because it's a development branch. It's actually main, and we want to mention the version 2. So this is why we are doing here v2 and not v1 and not main. Beautiful. So setup PHP. That's also this one is it's a PHP action. It's the same. I will show it to you quickly. And again, we want to have the latest version, which is v2 and v2. And here it's just you can mention the different PHP versions and so on, the extension as well. So here you have like extension. You see you can mention different extensions. For us, we won't have any extension, so it will be really simple. Just the basic. We want to show in the step of our pipeline of our GitHub action the version of Composer, then Composer validate strict. Perfect. And then here we want to have preferred dist because we want to download only the distribution files and not the source file. That way it will download faster, Composer install for the dependencies, and then no interactions, no suggest, and so on. And that's it. That's it actually. So we can, everything looks fine to me. And tool, yeah, beautiful. And so you could actually even have, because there is xdebug, if you wish, coverage. You can even do this coverage and then xdebug. That's like, you know, it's oops, what I have done. I'm not even sure. So coverage, you see, this is really up to you. We can do that actually. And in our Git attribute, we also don't want to have GitHub folder, so that's why it's there. So let's just commit this. That's a keyword. So now we can do just add new keywords. Composer.json. And now if you do a git status, you have GitHub, so we can add it to the stage, and then you see it's added here. And now we just do add .github form CI testing action. Beautiful. So when we say we add something in the stage with Git, it's actually Git stage. I will show it to you. So the stage, it means that actually a file is simply prepared to finally be committed. It's before, it's when you add it, and it's before the commit. And now we can just do git push, and we'll see how it goes for the action. Beautiful, it's there. So I can close that one, and now I can just click on action, and I should see, oh, that's for me. Normally I should see the action, GitHub. Maybe GitHub takes a little while to take into account, or maybe I did a typo. .github. Oh, yes, I did. That's why. It's actually a comma. You see, it's not a dot. So that's okay, actually. We can just rename it. Sometimes this happens to actually GitHub. So now it's just we just rename it. You see, it's done. So I will just add it again to the Git stage. Fix typo in perfect. So we'll just do this with the ticks. So it's like code actually. When you use backtick, it's like you use code in your commit. So back in commits, that's only for GitHub for the moment. Yes, that's actually the case for GitHub. So now if we refresh, you see it displays like a code, like you know, like when you write codes. So action, it's still not the case. Oh, actually, I think we did a mistake. It's not. I have the feeling that we just removed it. Yes, we did. GitHub. Oh, I have it here. That's a problem. So that's why it didn't show. Okay, so now it shows. And on your GitHub folder. That's great. So now we can do git push again. And yeah, that was when you want to use backticks. And yes, git and not apply, but now it does actually. Anyways, so we can click on actions. You see, now we see it here. So that's amazing. And we just have to wait. It's in progress, but it's really quick. Very quickly, you should see it appearing. We can already add cute link names to packages. I think that's a good idea now. Oh, it fails. Let's see why. You see that's the name actually, the name we did in our test, the job name, it's the one displaying here. But let's see why it fails. Test is not different. Oh yes, indeed. I forgot to mention when you use you can actually mention a comment, because otherwise what we need to do in our test.yml file, we should normally do bin vendor /bin /php unit, but that's not really good. So what we are going to do, we are going to add a comment in our composer.json file, because yes, we can add comments in it's like npm package.json. If you are familiar with npm, you have the same in the package.json, and here with composer.json, you can just do like a comment, so that will be the name, and then the comment will be vendor /bin /php unit. And if I do composer test, now it should work, and it does. So I will, just by doing that, just by adding, oh, I don't know what's that. We don't want to commit this. Oh yeah, that one is a cache from PHP unit. So we are also going to add it in here in our .git ignore. I will just do that way. So first, I need to add a custom test script command, and that's for composer. So we just do like this. Perfect. And now we are going to ignore the cache. Wait, still showing git ignore. Normally it shouldn't, because we committed that one. That's the reason why. And I will just remove it. We previously committed. To use. Yes, I want to remove it. So now ignore that file. We don't want it, because that one we don't have to commit it. So we just git push, and normally now our git action should be fine. While we are waiting for the GitHub actions, that GitHub action to be finished, we can already go to Composer. We can submit our package. So our package is just this one. So it will ask you just the URL. So the URL is actually this one, HTTPS. Just copy that one. You go here, you paste it. And now name font, we submit it. Let's wait, and beautiful, we have it here. So amazing, congratulations. As you can see, so far we don't have a README file. We will add the README file later on. We can actually already add it now. So just, let's just create a README file. And the name will be just cute link name. We'll make it simple so far. For now, we make it simple. And then the description will be the description we added actually in Composer, in our GitHub repo. So it will be just this. And then, so this. And we can just do like that, or maybe stars. I prefer stars actually. I think it's more like about cleaning things, and it makes more sense for this class. And now we can add a new section about installation, and we can just do this. So installation, it will be bash. And how do we install our class? It's easy with this command. So now we can just do that like this. And we can also do .sh. I forgot the name of that repo. I think it's generate GitHub. We'll add a nice carbon. That's the one. Or carbon.now.sh. And that one is really good because we can show really easily a beautiful snippet like this. So we'll just do like the language will be PHP. It will be use, and remember the namespace we have. So we can just use actually this one from our test, and it will be this. And now we can just actually we'll change the background to maybe to black, or maybe not, maybe to white. Yeah, why not? Or it's up to you actually. We can change it to the color you wish. Let's do this for now. And here it will be the name, so it will exactly be like this. So we can just display here to be my link.com .co, why not? And here we just do shows or maybe to be here. It will be my link.co. Beautiful. So that's our class. So we can just make link name pretty perfect. And yes, let's just do. I always like the happy smiley, but I never find it. Wait, like that one. Why not? So that's it actually. So we can just download that one. So you do export, and here we can just do link name. It's nice to have a nice friendly name, good for SEO, because like it's always nice to always think about search engines. So that's why I do link name converter snippet. Perfect. So we can save it, and now we can go to PHPStorm. Actually, it's nice. I will just open that folder because it's always nice. Let's wait for the folder to be opened. It's always nice to use image opt-in on Mac just to optimize the image quality. We'll actually close some image exportation I do because I also actually make some self-help videos in French, and that's why this is why you saw some files I was doing before, because I like actually to be very busy, and so I also make some self-development videos, but in French. Okay, anyways, let's go back to our topic and let's not speak about the different videos I make. So here, we have to wait a little bit. So we are already going to go to the image. So it will be something like For the image, I will actually look at my other repo, for instance, because I did that already before, but I forgot. So I will go to my HTTP, just HTTP status code repo, and let's have a look in the README, because you see I have the same. And here we can just do, let's see, we can display the plain text, and it was here. So actually, yeah, square brackets, and then we just have parentheses. So it's just like this. And then here we can just do only the name, which will be like that. Actually, it's funny, it reminds me that we can do an improvement, another improvement indeed, for our class. So here it will be example. Here it will be, yes, example like this. And also we can just do my name in my case, like, hey, I'm January Soria, I'm a passionate software engineer based in Adelaide, SA, Australia. You know, for you, when you create your README, it's always nice, you know, just like think about what you like and what you would like to display. So, perfect. And license, we can also do for the license is Smith, MIT. Beautiful. There's always a typo somewhere. So actually the improvement I wanted to do is for dash. So for hyphen, we are going to replace not only slash, but also dash. So we are going to create an array. So we want to replace everything like this to nothing here. So what we are going to do, we are going to reuse the same path. So I can just copy actually this one, and I can just go back to my test file, and here I will create another one. It will be ph7.me. I can do HTTPS. It's really up to you. We already tested here HTTP, so that's fine. And let's just have a look what this test will do by doing composer test. Composer test, because now actually I have the composer test in our script object test command. So let's have a look, and you see it changes to this. And this is exactly what we want. So it's amazing. It will also replace the slashes. And that's what is the effect we wanted. Beautiful. You see, sometimes when we do something else, in my case, I was writing the readme file, I think about something else that I didn't think about. So here to be, let's see what we have in the git state. Git status, yeah, that's fine. And here we do replace also dash, not slash, dash to spaces. And in the prefix, I will do like cleaner URL names. Perfect. And it's always nice, you know, sometimes for our commit messages, it's nice also to think about SEO. And when someone do a research on Google or another search engine, usually they don't really, you know, commit messages are not well, Google doesn't really like commit messages. So they are not really on the top of the results, but Sometimes it happens, so it's nice to think about nice keywords like that. Sometimes, not always, because first we have to think about just clean and good commit message to share with other devs if we have any issues later on our project when we work with different developers. So now I will just commit the readme and also the snippet. Add. And here I can do rocket. Oh, and now I can just do git push. And as soon as it's pushed, I will create a tag. So first, let's see our action, GitHub action. You see, now it passes. Amazing. The other one is a new commit I just pushed here, but the previous commit already passes. That's the test name of our test.yaml file job name that we had it here. I prefer always to show it to you again so you understand well. You see that's the test name, and this is what you see here in every line. And yeah, this is done. So we can create actually a tag. So in Composer, it's different with npm publish. I mean, with npm, you have npm version and then npm publish. Composer works differently. We have to create manually the tag. Composer won't create the tag like npm version does. So when we do, I will go back to my, to my packages. And that's the name of my package. And so here I will do v1.0.0. It's actually a semver. I don't know if you know semver, semantic version. Semantic version. So semantic version, how it works, let's make it simple. Probably there's an image that shows how okay. Yes, amazing. So semantic version works that way. The first version is the major version, and normally there are high chance to have breaking changes. Minor version, it can have breaking changes, but usually doesn't. And patches, the last number, is just about bug fixes, and that's it. Or maybe really minor enhancements, usually small improvements, it's already minor version. And new features, breaking changes is about major version. Usually API works this way. But also for packages with Composer and NPM and other dependency managers. So here I will do v1.0.0, and I will actually add the date. What date is it? It's actually it will be Jan 19th, 2022, and I like doing that because at least when people see versions, normally GitHub obviously shows the date, but here it's even more visible. And yes, I will just do first version. Yes, first version. That's it actually. So I was looking about, I don't know, something to write, but no, I don't have any idea. So we just do publish. Perfect. That's the name. And now if I go back to packages, of my packages, and here it will be version 1, beautiful, so we don't have the dev main anymore. And now, if you wish, just to test, we can actually do something like, I don't know, I will just do cd to be in the prod folder, my prod folder, perfect. And here I'm here, it will be my test, my test, and then I go obviously to my test, and I will do this command. It will create automatically a composer.json file, it works. And now, you can just do like, you can just create a file just for fun, like test.php, and I will just quickly use VS Code. So I use code. If you have VS Code installed, it's even better. So here test, and then you just do first you have to do require. So actually with with Composer you have to do vendor, and then is auto load.php. I'm not too sure actually. I forgot. Sometimes usually you just copy paste that one. It's not really interesting to remember exactly the path. So is it vendor autoload? I'm not sure. Okay, gist. Let's have a look. Vendor autoload. Apparently it is. So now we are going to use the namespace ph7. It will be link. Oops. No, we don't want this. And then to be name. Perfect. And here to be name parse. And here to be so imagine I have like here I have URL equals I will just copy paste the URL just like this one. I don't know, any other, like my website for instance. So we just do this, and we can do that like this. Now here we can just paste it. Perfect. And so what we can do, we really want to show how it works in usually like a real case example. A real case example is like it's an HTML link. I just use p paragraph tag just to show that we are willing to, in the HTML context. And here it will be the name of the URL. So it will be like URL, beautiful. So I use this short syntax. You can use it since PHP 5.4, I believe. And it's nice for syntax of a template. So PHP short syntax. Let's have a look. And it's nice when you use it, when you want to have kind of template syntax. So this is 5.4. It doesn't say. Okay. I noticed that actually PHP now they don't show when a feature was released or not. But let's just do 5.4 and let's see what's introduced. Yeah, 5.4. Yes. So normally here, if we go here, new features, they should mention about it. Yes, they do. So amazing. So actually, if you go to the doc, you will see it. I wonder why. Oh, that's funny. PHP. I will do PHP.net. Oh, yeah, that's funny. You see this extension? I have. That's really weird. Yeah, PHP in 2013. PHP used to be. Oh yeah, that's quite funny. Okay, there's a funny website about PHP. Anyway, and that one was that. That's funny about this one. So apparently we can't find the real one, PHP.net. New features, php.net. Let's go like this. Or maybe they removed it. I don't know. That would be funny if they did. Let's go here. Let's search for because this one is short. Anyways, so maybe if we go to more, oh yeah, the page is not found. Well, they removed probably that one. They did a lot of cleanup apparently, and this is why you can't really see it anymore in the PHP website. But that's okay. I think the non-supported still is there. The non-supported versions, they just removed the documentation, but that's not a problem for us. We are just, I just wanted to know. And then we do ads, and here we do the same, but here to be the name of our function, which is parse. Perfect. And then I will do the same. And again, we can do again this, beautiful. Perfect. So that's the and then again for the name of this of the name of the link, and then to be we have the closing tag. Wow, perfect. So finally we have it. So we have the link. So we can actually have a better indentation than this, and then to be like this. Then that's the name of the link, and then we have this. Perfect. So we can just have, let's remove the title attribute. Let's leave like this. And you wonder, well, it's nice, but is it working or not? Let's see. So now I will go to cd. I will actually run the server, and for me to be localhost 8080. Let's see if this works. So now I will go to my local URL, and it will be test.php. So this way to actually build a server is really nice. It's only for dev purposes. So don't do that on production, but you just do PHP, S flag, and then, 127 or 1 or just localhost. And let's see if it works. Well, it looks like it works. I mean, let's see. With Safari, I never know how to look at the source code. So let's just go to our, we just want to inspect, well, if it doesn't work. I will actually, I don't know actually, Safari source code, because with Firefox normally it's Command U. It's the same with Chrome, but with Safari I have no idea how to view. Oh, it was there. So advanced, show development. Okay, Safari is different, so we can go to preferences, and then we go to advanced, and then here we do that. And then normally we can go to here, and so where is it? Show page source. So then we can do it. Wow, okay, nice, at least we know. So now if I do this, apparently the shortcut didn't work. If I just go comment, okay, should be somewhere. Oh, it's editing source code. Well, apparently I have some issue with Safari showing the code, source patch code, show patch with source. Okay. Then I don't know how I can do it. I will go back to the documentation. Maybe I missed something. That's interesting. Or maybe it doesn't allow us to do it on localhost. Maybe. Let's see here. Well, nothing is. Oh, here it works. That's funny. Or maybe it's just really slow. Perhaps. Force reload. 80, 80. 80. Yes. Oh, perfect. So now it works. Beautiful. So if I do this. Oh, yes. Beautiful. So you can see here it works at PH7, and PH7 is a name, and it removed .me. So that's exactly what we wanted. It removes .me. And if I do this, save it, beautiful. It does the same. If I do that, it will show .me, but yes, that's perfect. Beautiful. So well done. You have done it. So actually, I just, yes, I will do minor improvements because I will add this one also in the README file as a snippet. But I think this video has been already running for a long time for you. So maybe it's time for you to, I will actually probably cut the video overview. Otherwise, you know, if you want to still stick with me, that's really fine. In my case, just, you know, it's really fine if you want to stick with me. So if you want to leave this video now, just feel free. If you want to stay with me and just look the minor improvements I do, you are more than welcome to do so. Here I will just do that. For our test, we actually add another one. And there, because we don't have a path, it will be like ph7.me and then to be ph7. Perfect. Let's again check that one. Composer test. It runs as well. Amazing. So that one is done. Test. Beautiful. Now I will just add a snippet. So it's here. So here actually, I think it will be better, my link. Beautiful. I think the color is not maybe that nice. What I should do, I have actually one which is in my text replace of my Mac. Like in Mac, you can add some text replacement, and I will add that color because I kind of like it. Perfect. And here, yeah, I think that will be okay. So now I can export again that one. Let's just wait. And here it will be that one. I will just replace. Beautiful. And now I will just again, oh, that's a video. That's my video I'm making for you. Because, you know, every time I cut it, actually, I paste it already here. And after this is the way how I make the video. Anyways, let's just go to PHPStorm. And now I will actually open the folder. And here I will just optimize again the link. That's a new one. So we don't want the number 2. And then we are just going to optimize the size of the image. Beautiful. I will actually add the new commit. Oh, here you see that's not actually really good. The spaces, yes, you have some scripts actually to remove those spaces. I will just do it manually because there are just a few. Otherwise, you can use a bash script to do so. But for now, it's okay. And also, here I will add a link to my personal webpage. Perfect. MIT license, I will probably also add it. MIT license URL. It's this one probably. Let's have a look. It's not the one I was looking for. I will have a look to one of my repo actually, because I did the same. For instance, that one normally. And if I go here, Readme, MIT. Oh yeah, it's actually the same. Okay, good. Yes. Otherwise, what I can do, actually, I have an idea. I will create a license file in the repo, and I will redirect it directly to that link. So here, GitHub allows us to, it's a really nice tool. If you do license, it will actually automatically, it will detect that it's a license file because the name is license. So you can choose a license. For us is MIT, and here you can actually just mention your name. For me, it's Pierre with Soria. Beautiful. And I can actually just use Markdown. I can do like nicer syntax like this. And now what I can do, I can just commit that one, add a license. I commit it. Because with GitHub, you have to create a commit. Oh, the image is finished to be optimized. And now we'll just merge it. You see now, because we created the GitHub action automatically on every pull request, it will run GitHub action. Why? Because we mentioned it. On here. We mentioned pull request. That's the reason why. So we can merge it. Confirm merge, beautiful, delete branch, perfect. And now I can just copy the link here. So I can just do this, copy link, and I can go back to our readme file, and here I will just do like this, and that's the name. And so when someone will click here, it will just be this one. And that's actually the file, the name of the file, the name of the license URL, sorry. So now I also want to have maybe like my previous repo. Where was it? No, it was just, oh, I will go back to my repos, to the, like the HTTP status. And here, maybe I will make it a little bit nicer, and I will add this. I think that's quite nice with my Twitter and my GitHub account. So it's just there. So I will just copy. I will copy that. So here, it's up to you. You can do something similar for you. And I can even do like resume. And now this one, that will be my description. Beautiful. So GitHub, so it will be, I will also need this. Actually, I think I will first add the description of myself. I believe that will be better, at least for this repo. I don't know, I think it's just nicer. Before I wasn't, as you can see, but here I will just do a little bit differently. And what else? PHP requirements. Yeah, so it's nice to have this kind of section. So I will do the same. The internet is a little bit slow. I just wanted to copy because I use my data and sometimes it's a little bit slow. So here I will just copy that one. It will be like example overview. First the example, I think it's nicer. Otherwise it will be a bit too boring. And then it will be like requirements. And here we can just do PHP 7.3. That's the name of the release or newer. Perfect. I can just add a rocket because I love rockets. Here I will just add a cook because I love cooking actually. That's me. Perfect. And here I will just add a gear. Yes. Maybe I will add like normal cook. I think it will be it will display better probably. Oh no, it doesn't. Huh. That's funny. Woman cook. Yeah, okay. If it doesn't, it's yeah, never mind. And here example, I will just do like a palette maybe. Perfect. Overview, I will add ice probably. Beautiful. And installation, it will be a manual. Maybe a book then. The opened book. That sounds good. Amazing. So, and for the license, I will maybe add, those kind of balance because it's like about judging, judge, court, license. It's similar. It's about law. So yes, I think that's it. So now we can just do its status. I will add, let's add everything now. And announcement. And here I will just, announcement. Actually, let's not add just a smiley, and GitHub will automatically translate this one to a smiley. And the last thing we want to do, like I did for my just HTTP status code, is to add a copyright comment on the header. It's obviously not necessary to do this, but I will just do that. Why not? So at least you see as well. I will make it, however, simpler than the previous one I have. So I will just do like this 2022, and here to be, oh wow, oh yeah, that was last year actually, because we are still in January, and this one, it sounds like I've created just a few days ago, but actually it was last year, but it was just like 2 months ago, October, yes. So 2022, so yeah, yes, like you can just do an MIT license. Yeah, more or less like this. That will be my copyright header. You can actually, with PHPStorm, in settings, you can generate easily when you create a file. copyright header, like here, you can add a new one in a new profile. You can easily add a new, oops. Obviously, when it doesn't work, I don't know why. Comment N. Well, now it doesn't work somehow. Yes, I try. Oh, maybe there's another issue because now I cannot add one. So let's go. Oh yeah, I have to set. Anyways, at least you know you can create easily a copyright. So I have first to add the scope, local or share. Then I will do. The scope will be personal, and normally this is the way I believe it works. So if I do preferences, and now I go to copyright, let's see. Oops. Oh yeah, it displays now, but oh no, it's still not the case. Scope. I never did this. I think you should probably, oh yeah, should include. Anyway, let's do that another time. And now I post a commit. The license file was done with GitHub, so that's why I have to update my local repo. You see, I have the license.md file that I merged automatically from GitHub, and this is why that's not my repo. This is here. This is why I have to do this, and now I can just do git push. And let's just wait. So now I can just go. Here we add a new minor version. I will actually do 1.1 because I did quite. So far there was a few changes, more than a really small patch. So that's why I update the minor version number and not the patch version. We are actually the 19th. I don't know why I do 17th. 2022. Release. Several announcements. Normally, it's nicer to really mention what you did. Here, I just do it quickly because otherwise the video, the course will really be really long. But yeah, that's it actually. So we did it. Amazing. It's really good. Now, if you go to packages again and to profile to my packages, or even we can search here actually, Qt link name. It's here. Ta-da! One download is the one I did. So now there's a new version. So if I do git composer update, you should see in my repo, my folder of my test, you see that's a new version. Amazing. So yeah, really well done. I'm so glad of you. I'm so proud of you what you did with me today. And well done. At least now you know how to add a GitHub action on your repo, like here. In our case, it was here in our Qt link names repo. So how to add a action, how you can, and actually when you have an action, each time you commit something, it will also be displayed here with a V. When we do a pull request, as you have seen for the license, it shows also in the bottom. So in the bottom, oh, now I immersed it, so that's why with view details. Oh yeah, it's here. And when we search for the history of the commits, we see which commit fails or not fails. That one failed because we did a typo with a GitHub folder. When you do a pull request, if you have external contributors, you can also, in your settings of your branch, you can mention that actually you don't want to have, if you add rule, you can mention that we request pull request before. You can mention if one commit fails, it cannot be merged. So where is it? Request review, request status check pass before merging, that one. And here also it will be search from status check in the last week. Yes, so you can do this. So at least you know that all pull requests in your company, for instance, you are sure that they all pass the GitHub Actions, the workflows. And what else we did? We have learned how to publish a package to Packagist, which is amazing too. We have learned how to use actually how to test. So that's Packagist. We have learned how to test to add unit tests. So we have beautiful unit tests. At least we tested our new class. We learned about the strict types. If you don't use this one, the types, actually the return types, and here in the arguments, they will just be casted. So just transform to the type you mentioned here. For instance, string. If you use strict type, it will be the language interpreter actually will just exit the script. So I don't even remember the language, the compiler. Let's say although PHP is not a compiled language, so let's say the interpreter of the language will just exit the script and will say, oh, the type is not the correct one. And this is why we mention strict types here. Strict types to 1 is the only value actually you can mention. Otherwise, don't mention declare. What else? License file and so on. And also you learn how to have a beautiful snippet thanks to carbon.now.sh. So yes, really well done. I'm really proud of you, and let's see in another course. See you, bye now. Oh, hey, by the way, just a last note. While I was doing more cleanup in my git ignore file, I just noticed that there was the git attribute file, and somehow I added in the git ignore. It shouldn't be in the git ignore, but the git attributes has to be in its git attributes itself. So git attributes, because we want to say that we don't want to export that file when someone downloads our package with Composer, or when someone does git archive, or when someone downloads our repo directly with the zip download archive from GitHub. We want to exclude some test files. So those are actually exclude dev testing files from distribution. And this is why we want to mention also git attributes, git. Okay, yeah, no, there's no typo, and I will also add this. The PHP unit.xml.this was missing there, so I think that's it. So now we can actually commit that one. That's it for now. It was just one small issue, so at least you don't get confused. And yes, as you can see on the git ignore file, I added some sections with a comment for each of them, so people can know directly, oh yeah, this is when we want to ignore the testing files, or the ID file folder, the log file, and the dependency files as well. Bye bye.